Hi everybody, Brett back at Altitude Scale Modeling with something I've done in a long time, a tool review. Today we're going to be looking at the new AK Colors marker set. I just got these sent in from Spain. I bought a couple of packages of them because I wanted them. Not here in America yet, but they are on their way. And I want to take a look at them. I thought, well, I wonder if I could paint a whole model using nothing but them. So we're gonna do a little testing today. Here are the colors they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 34 colors. So freeze that if you want to see what they got. We're just gonna open this up. So it comes in this nice box. The lettering is raised. It's magnetic closure. Open it up. There's your first layer. I wish they'd have put a little tab to pick out this here. Second layer. 17 per layer. So I am going to take out ones I know I need right away. RAF cockpit green. US interior yellow green, back, gunmetal, aluminum, rubber black. Let's start there. We can always grab some more. Let's set this down here. So what I decided to work on today, I dropped the decals on the ground, is the Arma Hobbies 72nd P51C Mark III. Small, easy kit to build, great detail, should go together really well. We're not going to build the whole kit, we're just going to test out some markers on it. So, I have done some already, just for my own satisfaction. I painted US interior yellow-green, which is basically yellow-green zinc chromite. Inside, did a little black touch-up work, but then I realized, and I checked my references, this is an RAF aircraft. The cockpit wouldn't be that color. The cockpit would be this color that they supply. RAF cockpit gray green. So we're just gonna go on and cover up in the cockpit area. This back here, according to my references, still should be that way. These other parts should be the zinc chromate green. It's just the cockpit main parts. And we're gonna go right ahead and just go right over the top. I did not prime any of this. These have a beautiful, oops, help if I was in camera. These have a beautiful tip to them. And it's supposed to dry, matte finish, fast dry, waterproof when dry. So as you can see, we're just gonna fill in everything that I colored already. See what kind of coverage we're getting. Break any of my parts. Like I said, we're going to cover the black too. Just we can go back in again and retouch them up. But like I said, I want to see what the coverage is over other colors. So hopefully you can see. Pretty decent job. Let it dry. There's the original color on the lower one. We're going to go in and touch it up. Let me. Kind of hard to do with the camera there. Okay. Now we're gonna let that side dry. We're gonna go over this side. Now the instructions did call out for this Actually, not this green. The instructions called out for, let's see, just says interior green, FS number. These have FS numbers on them. They have RCM numbers on them. But no FS numbers. So anyway, that's the FS number it's calling out for the parts that I colored the zinc chromate green. So we'll check my references on the seats and everything, but until then we know this is wrong. And I'm just pressing down lightly. I don't want to distort the tip. So I'm just following along. Get all this filled back in, the correct color. And if we do it right here, where I didn't have any zinc chromate, we can see if the zinc chromate changed it by covering that up. So, looks good. Now this side, this stuff dries quick too. So as you can see there, now it looks more matte because it's dry. The other side, because it's still wet, is glossy, and because I'm looking at it through the camera now, I can see a bunch of stuff I missed. So, again, dry already, all along through here. You saw me put it on. Nothing's coming off on the finger. This is drying now. Okay, like I said, these, according to references, are the right color. These, all we need to check the references. This side, you say I use the black, I use the aluminum. Here and here when I was testing, just to try it out. Thing is, this kit does not come with the exact ocean gray, medium sea gray, and dark green. So I'm probably gonna try to see how it looks when I get it together. Light gray. There's another gray on here. So, light gray, and probably either that green or that green. And there's another RLM02 is a light gray as well. But probably being this gray here, just to see how it looks. We'll do that when I get it together. Okay. So I'm starting construction. You can see there's decals. They're gonna have to go in those small, tiny boxes, which I'm not gonna do on camera because this is about the painting. So you can see here, it's showing the actual interior US green color and then the RF green color, which pretty close. If you look what I just drew and what's there, it's pretty close. Maybe this is a little dark or this is a little light. But then up here, you see these are also the same as those. So I think I'm just gonna follow the instructions. And then repaint all of these that I painted in the US interior green. I'm gonna make it the RF cockpit gray green. And it's easy enough because you can see it works. It's gonna go right over everything I did. Same here, over everything I did. Now this, obviously, cockpit panel is gonna be black, but around it there's green parts, so I did those. The wing spar is the US color green. the way it is. But the seat is the RF green. Side panels. I'm trying a new camera angle, which is why I'm having so much trouble keeping you guys in shot. Okay, then we're going to go around, because we did the sides of that. Okay, then we did the sides of it. And again, I'm just pressing lightly. There's a lot of flows really nicely. No issues, no problems. Great flow. And like I said, I'm doing this on camera, so I'm probably have to go through and touch it up. There's 2 screws in this kit. Here's the other one. Inside the doors are US Army green, interior green, but the seat is not. Again, covering right up. Same back here. And there'll be some highlighting colors that we'll do as well. Headrest. No, sorry, this is the bottom of the seat. So we did all that. One thing I want to check. So, interior wheel doors. B is aluminum, D is zinc chromate green. So the yellow green. That's these doors right here. So according to that, we don't want this one. We want this one. So we're gonna let that dry, then we're gonna paint the aluminum, because as you can see, I intentionally crossed over the line where the aluminum part goes. Okay. So we're gonna leave that the way it is. Let's see, what should the inside of the wheel, baby? You're gonna tell me? So you got some gunmetal parts here and here. So these, some is zinc chromate green, some is aluminum. So again, I'm gonna check references before I go and paint that. This here, for the doors, is the RAF green. And it's got a very good, I mean, they do a good job in this for 72nd of showing you these things. And then there's decals, you gotta paint that A, paint that B, paint that L, and then there's decals. So, this right here is rubber black, which is this one. So I just went through and painted those rubber black. This is flat black. You can tell the difference between the two. Rubber black's a nice grayer color. I missed the top of the wheel there. And the flat black is flat black. Okay, everything's starting to dry. So, next question would be, what about a wash, Brett? So, I'm rubbing this, I want to make sure it's dry. A little bit came off. Some came off on that one. These have been there for a while. So a wash. Here's a wash. Let's use an enamel wash. Let me find my, because I'm a klutz and I don't want to spill my enamel wash. So this is Tamiya panel liner, enamel accent black. Probably gonna be a little dark for what we want. Shake it up real good. This stuff, it's got a great brush, but it sucks it all the way to the top, so you put it like this, you're gonna get a big blob, so clean it off. Just put the wash. I got on there a little too thick, but that's a good thing. Let's see what it does. Q-tip. Spread it around. Now it looks like it did, because I put so much on there, it did go back down to plastic. So, if you go too heavy on it, it's not gonna work. Let's try going a little lighter this time. Clean off the brush as much as I can. Let's just go like this. The capillary action, take it around. You know, I was really grinding down into that other one, but if you just lightly go over it, you're not going to lose the paint. So if you're going to lose your paint. But if you just lightly brush it away while it's still damp, you're not going to lose your paint. So, let's see what this does. We're going back in here. We're just going to cover our enamel paint with our brush. Again, just lightly pressing down. Didn't get any on the tip of the enamel. Cover it up nicely. Let it dry and see what it looks like. This one, as you can see, when you do a light touch, you're not losing your paint underneath, so don't grind into it like I did. So that's my first test. I'm going to go through and take my flat black and I'll color in these boxes. And you know, screw up like I did on that one because it's so far away from me. So I'm gonna do that to the boxes and the instrument panel. So, thanks for watching this first little run through. My first thought is these are very nice. They paint pigment really well. Now let's do the aluminum real quick. So here's those doors for the wheel well. This part's supposed to be aluminum that stands up. It's raised, it's ridged. So you can either mask it off or just use the tip, go along the line. Again, I'm doing this far away from the camera, so actually pretty good for my first shot at it. There's a little more there. I'll touch upon the detail later. But yeah, nice aluminum color. Covered well, stayed on the lines. I didn't have to mask it up, and that was with me, you know, being 1.5 feet away, using it instead of right under my face like I would be if I wasn't on camera. So, thanks for watching this part. The new real colored line of markers. 34 colors so far. I think they're gonna work really well. Like I said, I'm gonna try and do this whole aircraft using the markers. Not gonna primer it. So once I get some detail painting done, I'll go back on camera again and we'll go from there. So, thanks for watching for right now. Sit your ass to the bench. Try a new tool. Have a good evening.